Welcome to the Remediation Deep Dive, your source for distilled, impactful knowledge in environmental remediation. We break down the science, the strategies, and the stories shaping our field so you can stay sharp, informed, and one step ahead. I'm Max Flux.
And I'm Sandy Loam, and we're really excited today. This deep dive, it's actually an introduction, sort of a primer for an entire series we're launching.
That's right.
Over the next 5 deep dives, we'll be guiding you through some, well, really crucial game-changing research and remediation today.
Think of it as your shortcut, really, to staying ahead.
Exactly.
Absolutely. And let's be honest, with PFAS, that's PFAS, those forever chemicals, the landscape is just shifting so fast. Keeping up feels like a full-time job sometimes.
It really does.
So our mission here is to equip you with those critical insights into PFAS remediation, give you that edge without you having to, dig through dozens of papers yourself.
Okay, so where do we start? We're kicking things off with a paper that really sets the scene. Pandora's PFAS box, life cycle exposure, considerations of treatment options for PFAS in groundwater. It's by Linda C. Hall and colleagues.
Pandora's PFAS box. I mean, that title definitely grabs you. It suggests we're opening something up and finding maybe more than we bargained for. What's the big surprise here about, say, pump and treat?
Well, that's a great way to put it. This research, it really challenges that traditional pump and treat approach head on. Hall and her team highlight the very high costs, obviously, but also, crucially, this problem of generating ongoing PFAS waste streams. You're basically just moving the PFAS around, not destroying it.
Right, shifting the problem.
Exactly. And what's really eye-opening is how they push us, the industry, to think about the entire life cycle of these technologies.
Not just the immediate cleanup.
No, not just does it work right now. It's about sustainability, the whole picture. And that really sets the stage for looking at alternatives like colloidal activated carbon CAC as potentially a much more sound option, both economically and environmentally.
Okay, so Hall opens our eyes to the bigger picture, the life cycle. Then the second deep dive sounds like it puts some hard numbers on that. A cost comparison of pump and treat and in situ colloidal activated carbon for PFAS plume management. This one's by Jeremy Bernstengel and colleagues.
That's the one. Jeremy Bernstengel and his team, they really dive into the costs. They don't just say pump and treat is inefficient for persistent stuff like PFAS.
They quantify it.
They quantify it, exactly. They use a real-world case study, Wurtsmith Air Force Base, which is quite well known. And they show pretty dramatically the potential cost savings with CAC barriers. It's not small change. They illustrate how switching could potentially save millions in the long run.
Wow, millions.
Oh.
That's a powerful argument, especially for anyone managing these big legacy sites.
It's a huge financial driver, definitely.
So, okay, we see the life cycle issues, we see the potential cost savings with CAC. The next logical question then is, well, how do we actually do this, particularly with regulators involved?
Right.
That seems to be what the third deep dive tackles. PFAS monitored retention, a framework for managing PFAS-contaminated groundwater sites by David T. Adamson and colleagues.
Yes, exactly. This paper is critical because it offers a framework, a sort of roadmap for implementing something like CAC effectively from a regulatory perspective. Adamson and colleagues focus on understanding and, importantly, leveraging the natural retention mechanisms already happening in the aquifer.
So working with the site's natural processes.
Precisely. It's not just about injecting carbon, it's about creating a scientifically sound, often more economical, and definitely more sustainable approach by integrating with the environment. It addresses how you make innovative solutions like this work within existing regulatory structures.
Makes sense. You need that framework. Then once you have the framework, you need the design tools.
Right.
Predicting how long it will last seems crucial.
Absolutely.
Which brings us to the fourth deep dive. Tool and database for estimating potential longevity of colloidal activated carbon barriers for PFAS in groundwater by Charles J. Newell and colleagues.
And what's really neat here is that Newell and his team provide a practical tool. It's not just theory.
Hands-on.
Yeah, it lets you model how your specific site conditions, the water flow, the chemistry, how strong the plume is, influence how long that CAC barrier might last. And the results they show are often, well, pretty incredible.
Oh, incredible.
We're talking potentially hundreds of years from a single injection in some cases. It gives you the power to actually design for that longevity, providing real confidence in the performance.
That's hundreds of years. That's game-changing. Okay, so theory, framework, tools, but the ultimate proof is always real-world results, isn't it?
Oh.
And that's the final deep dive in this initial series. Longevity of colloidal activated carbon for in situ PFAS remediation at AFFF contaminated airport sites by Grant Carey and colleagues. And just to clarify, AFFF is that firefighting foam, right?
That's right, aqueous film forming foam, a major source of PFAS at airports and military bases. This paper by Grant Carey and colleagues is really where it all comes together with practical evidence.
So what did they find?
They looked at 17 different airport sites, real-world applications, and they found compelling evidence for the significant longevity and effectiveness of CAC.
Across multiple sites.
Yes, showing that a single injection can provide treatment for decades, maybe even centuries, achieving high removal rates even when conditions are complex. It's powerful validation that CAC isn't just promising, it's a proven, passive, long-term solution out there working right now.
Fantastic. That sounds like an incredibly valuable series, a journey from questioning old methods to seeing real-world proof of new, sustainable solutions.
We certainly think so. It covers the why, the how much, and the how long.
Indeed. We thank you for joining us here at the Remediation Deep Dive and hope you enjoy the episodes.